How was he punching? Was it hurting you?
He punches like a mule kick. Unbelievable. Excuse my French, please. Oh my God.
Greetings to all boxing fans, and not only, you are on the MMA Iron channel. In the early 90s, it is difficult to imagine another boxer with similar strength as Iron Mike Tyson. Young, fast, and the monstrously strong American for a long time did not find his equal, destroying everyone in his path. However, in the spring of 1991, a bully from Brooklyn managed to meet in the ring with a fighter who himself was known for his crushing force. A fighter whose punch was respected by Tyson. This, as you understand, is very good. And so meet the great and terrible Donovan Radek, nicknamed the Razor. In this issue, I will tell the amazing story of this boxer, and also I will show two fierce battles with Mike Tyson, which forever entered the history of boxing. And finally, we will try to answer the question of why Mike Tyson respected this fighter so much.
Let's get ready to rumble!
The hard-hitting Donovan Razor.
And so, for starters, let's get to know this boxer better, and in general, we will understand who he is. Donovan Radek was born on December 21, 1963 in Jamaica, which at that time was not a particularly good place to live. And in search of a good, his family moved to Canada in 1994, where our hero got acquainted with boxing at the age of 15. The Jamaican's amateur career did not last long, but even there our hero was able to defeat such a fighter as Lennox Lewis in the qualifying tournament. True, in the future, this same Lennox will knock Radek out, but more on that later. The beginning of a professional career. And so, the transition to professionals happened in 1982. If I were to briefly describe his journey to meeting Tyson, namely to 1991, I would call it total annihilation.
He never canceled a fight before, and I never seen a champion cancel a fight before.
Donovan Radek possessed not only a monstrous force of blows, but also a peculiar technique that was unique. For example, his famous left-handed punch, the so-called hybrid hook and uppercut. By all rules, this shot should not be so effective, but Donovan proved the opposite. Almost all finishes consist of this unique blow. And this can be explained by the fact that most likely Radek was a hidden left-hander standing in a regular left-hand stance. Despite his rapid success and victory over 3 former world champions, our hero for a long time did not get a chance to fight for the title of champion. Evander Holyfield was supposed to be the one who would give the young prospect a chance. However, at the very last moment he decided to fight veteran George Foreman, and it would seem a hopeless situation. However, Mike Tyson appears at this point.
Mighty Mike Tyson!
Not really, because I was trying my best to punch inside, but it just wasn't together today, and he was very intimidating. It was very tough.
Mike Tyson, by the time of the appointment of the fight with Donovan Radek, was no longer in the status of world champion. Having suffered a sensational defeat from Bastrada Douglas, the Brooklyn fighter needed a victory, and therefore Radek was at the wrong time, in the wrong place. Or maybe the other way around.
Very important. Oh, in the left hand.
And in January 1991, it was officially announced that Mike Tyson would hold his next fight against Donovan Radek, nicknamed the Razor. Despite his opponent's frightening reputation, Mike Tyson was not afraid of him and was very aggressive.
One thing Tyson have is that he been knocked out before by a lesser opponent, and he's going to sleep again.
March 18th, Mike Tyson, Razor Radek dies. If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. If he's not dead, it doesn't count.
Tough words, aren't they? You can understand what Tyson's mood was. On the eve of the fight, both fighters showed fantastic form, that Mike and Radek were wildly ready, and the boxing world could not wait for the heavyweight fight. And then the gong sounds, the battle began. As previously expected, the boxers immediately began to fight. Tyson, in his usual manner, went forward and punched hard combinations, which made itself felt because in the third round Donovan was on the floor. However, the representative of Jamaica was able to stand up with a smile on his face and then began to defeat Mike. In the 6th round, the Iron Mike almost got knocked down because Radek's punches hit Tyson. But it's not for nothing that Tyson has the nickname Iron. He was able to turn the tide of the fight in an instant. In the 7th round, Tyson breaks through a tough combination, after which the referee unexpectedly stops the fight.
Oh, what a right by Tyson!
This stop caused a stir in the boxing world, so the only way to reassure the public was to have a rematch.
Now to the fighters, are you anxious for a rematch, Mike?
Absolutely.
No question.
But I believe more than him feeling he's been robbed, I felt I've been robbed from a knockout. Because as you went through the knockout, as the fight was going on, referee Steele, which, you know, I mean, I say again, he's a professional referee, I can't question him.
And now, after 3 months, our heroes had to meet again in the ring. The first fight of the boxers was very loud, so the rematch was simply not necessary. On the eve of the rematch, the fighters were even more serious and did not hesitate in their words.
And I can't wait till the 28th. I'm going to make you my girlfriend.
Hey, let me tell you something, you. Hey. You know something, I'm not even going to dignify that with a hand. So you know why I'm not dignified with that with a hand? Because I'm going to bring myself down to your level. There's something you can't buy in that class, and you don't got none of that.
You're sweet. I'm going to make sure you kiss me good with those big lips.
The evening of the battle came. If I tried to describe this fight briefly, I would describe it in one simple word: war.
A solid right hand. There's a left uppercut. Absence of the jab from Ruddock. Ruddock's eyes look like a jackpot that time. And they continue after the bell.
Mike Tyson started this fight very effectively, and during the fight he was able to knock down his opponent twice, in the 2nd and 4th rounds. Every time Ruddock was on the floor, he showed with all his appearance that the American's punches were weak, but it was clear that he was lying, because, as it turned out later, at the very beginning of the fight, Tyson broke the jaw with which his opponent boxed until the very end.
Tyson coming in. Another right hand. Tyson fighting back. In all fairness to Tyson, he can't help those low blows. He's little, and Ruddock is very tall. Another low blow.
A caution from Mills Lane. That's a low blow. Very low by Ruddock. Extreme. Here we go. Round 12, the rematch, even better than the first fight.
Oh, nice shot by Ruddock. But I think he's ahead. Oh, Tyson just got hammered, and he comes back fighting.
What an exchange.
Oh, what a low blow.
And then Ruddock answered with a low blow as the bell sounds.
They both hit each
not just without losing heart, but with a fierce attitude. And as a result, in a very stubborn and tough fight, Mike Tyson won by unanimous decision.
3 in favor of the winner, Mighty Mike Tyson.
Well, I thought it might be a little closer, but Mike Tyson is now on a...
the likes of which I haven't seen in a long time. Mike, you're confident.
Well, I feel good. You know what I mean? I wouldn't let that embarrass me when people wrote those articles. But anyway, I knew I was in a tough fight. People thought, you know, they're saying 3 fights. I knew I was in a tough fight. And I knew he felt confident, heavier.
You had to have a hell of a heart to come back from some of those shots. This guy hit you some major shots.
Hey, man, that's what it's all about.
And you have got to have...
After this fight, the careers of both boxers, both Mike Tyson and Donovan Ruddock, will gradually fall down. Immediately after the fight with the Razor, Tyson will go to prison for 3 years for obvious reasons, and Ruddock lost all his fights after Tyson. The same Lennox Lewis I was talking about at the beginning finished the Razor in 2 minutes.